Caracal, this representative of the cat family, it is rightfully considered one of the most agile predators on the planet. There is no limit to its grace in hunting, excellent hearing and vision allow it to mark a future victim from afar. Long paws with soft pads allow you to silently and unnoticed approach the future prey. Thanks to honed reflexes, a slender streamlined body with developed muscles, the caracal makes a lightning dash, from which no victim can escape. For a long time, the caracal was classified as a lynx, since it resembles them in appearance, but after a series of genetic studies, it was isolated in a separate genus. But still, caracals are closer to lynxes than other cats. In appearance, the caracal resembles a lynx, only smaller in size. Their weight usually does not exceed 20 kilograms, and the height at the withers is 45 centimeters. Unlike the lynx, caracals have a single-color coat. In some African countries, these animals are called red cats for their copper-colored fur, and they are also called gazelle cats for their extraordinary mobility and lightness. The habitat of these animals is quite extensive. A large number of caracal individuals are found in Africa, on the Arabian Peninsula, in Asia Minor and Central Asia, as well as in the Middle East. A small number inhabits southern Turkmenistan and the coast of the Caspian Sea, as well as the eastern part of Kyrgyzstan and the Bukhara region in Uzbekistan. Single individuals are found in the foothills of Dagestan. At first glance, the muzzle of the caracal is very similar to a cat's, and in principle it is a big cat. The only difference is the large triangular ears, topped with long black tassels. In young caracals, the tassels are almost vertical, but over time, their elasticity is lost, and they begin to hang from the ears like ribbons. Caracals are very brave, strong and dangerous predators. They are experienced hunters, capable of pursuing prey that weighs twice as much as their own. The most powerful weapon of this animal can be called the hind legs. Muscular and strong, they act like a spring, throwing the cat 5 meters in the air. It is surprising that the speed of such a jump is much faster than the speed with which the bird can take off. So if the caracal has approached the bird at a sufficient distance, it is absolutely certain that it will not have time to gain altitude before it is caught. These animals also have well-developed hearing, which is unusually acute. Huge ears rotating in all directions catch the slightest rustle. This is possible due to a special structure. Inside the ear there are many hairs. They help to determine the location of the prey as accurately as possible. By the way, the name caracal is translated from Turkish as a black ear. The explanation for this name is the black back of the ears of caracals. Caracals are active mainly at night, but in winter and spring they can also be found during the day. The caracal has set its sights on the target. On soft paws it approaches the victim as close as possible unnoticed, but the birds, taught by the bitter experience of their flock neighbors, know that vigilance cannot be lost, and at the slightest rustle they take off. This time, the caracal will have to look into the distance for the flying prey hungry. But no problem, the guinea fowl can quickly soar into the air, but it is not capable of a long flight and will soon land to rest. The caracal knows this feature and is already meeting the bird. These animals choose fox or porcupine holes as their shelters, and sometimes rock crevices. Caracals can live in one shelter for several years. The territories occupied by males have a large area, while females get smaller areas. When hunting, they have an unusually high reaction speed and very sharp retractable claws, which allow the caracal to grab several birds at once from a flying flock. But the main food of this animal is rodents, jerboas, gerbils, gophers, hares, sometimes small antelopes, and goitered gazelles. If for some reason none of the listed animals could be caught, the caracal can dine on hedgehogs, reptiles, and even insects. Small predators such as mongooses and foxes will do, and a young ostrich can serve as an easy prey for an appetizer. By the way, in Africa, villagers do not like these cats, as they often steal poultry, attack goats and lambs. Caracals can go without water for a long time. The liquid contained in the prey they eat is enough for them. If larger predators attack the caught prey, the caracal, like the leopard, drags the caught prey up a tree, away from other predatory animals. Caracals are virtuoso hunters, causing terror, but they also have their enemies, large predators such as lions and hyenas, from which caracals escape in dense thickets. The enemies of the caracal also include steppe wolves and alabai dogs, which are used by people to guard sheep. Caracals lead a rather solitary life, with the exception of the breeding season. Occasionally, you can meet small family groups. Usually this is a mother with kittens, who stay with her for up to a year. The area of the individual territory of a male is from 90 to 350 square kilometers. It partially overlaps with the possessions of other males, but they do not often have to intersect in such an area, so conflicts over territory are rare. Females have smaller territories up to 100 square kilometers depending on the region of habitat and the number of individuals. In the territory of ancient India, as well as in Persia, the steppe lynx was specially tamed for hunting wild animals such as small antelope, hares, pheasants, and peacocks. This type of hunting was popular mainly among poor people, since caracals were much cheaper than cheetahs, and also did not require special care and a lot of food. In our time, such hunting is rare, but there are more and more people who want to keep a wild cat at home, and the price for a caracal is about $10,000. Caracals are long-lived predators. In captivity and with proper maintenance, the average lifespan of a steppe lynx exceeds 15 years. But such interference in the lives of wild cats leads to a reduction in the already rare species. The largest number of these animals lives in southern Africa, where they are even considered pests. But people have learned to benefit from the special qualities of this animal. Caracals are used in South Africa to drive away birds, mainly guinea fowl, from the runways of military airfields. In Asia, various subspecies of caracals are much less common. In the Red Book of Kazakhstan, caracals are listed in the first category as a rare species under threat of extinction. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. If it was interesting, support the video with likes. Thank you for subscribing, and take a look at what else we have prepared for you.